Alice Elbro, and I'm here with Les Ray.
Here I am.
We've been here all morning from 10 o'clock, and we're having a lovely time. And we have our next guest here. Welcome to you, the Honest Poet, a.k.a. Jamie. How are you doing?
I'm good. Oh yeah, I'm good. I woke up nice and early. Didn't really get much sleep because where I'm tented up, there's load of music.
Yeah, I think
Until
that
like
is
3 o'clock.
Slightly down. Now you can take that in as good or bad depending on what you're doing the next day, which is the trouble, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the first night I think I went at 12. I went to like sleep at 12 o'clock, and then they started singing. I was like, do you know, I'm not even going to be able to get to sleep. So I just ended up walking out, going into the tent in the den, and then watched like this beautiful like duo called Bess Atwell.
Oh yes, yeah, Bess Atwell.
Yeah, Atwell.
I think so.
And stayed until the end, absolutely lush. And then there was like an open mic kind of after hours, so I ended up playing like a song then.
Yeah,
so
a lot of people gravitate there at the end of the evening. It's getting quite a reputation.
Yeah, it's really relaxed.
Hang out.
Yeah.
So I think the first, because the den has been going, I'm going to say, it's not as long as I remember, but it's probably 10 years or something, maybe even more. Who knows? But I think that after hours bit sort of got tacked on, and now it's become, like you said, a real tradition.
Yeah.
And it's really nice vibe like in there.
And someone actually said to me, "Aren't you staying for the bit afterwards?" And I was like, "Oh, I hadn't realised it was like actually now people are planning stuff to play there and going to it, which is great, but not perhaps if you're trying to camp there."
It gives like the artists that didn't actually get to play on any of the stages an opportunity to play and just like be like, this is me.
Sure. Good thing. Yeah.
Now, going back to your music, you're on stage 2 at 20. Oh, where are we now? Stage 2 at 20 to 3 this afternoon.
20 to 3.
But you've been here all weekend. How are you finding it?
Well,
It's your first time here.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise it was Thursday that it started, so I came on Friday, thinking like, oh yeah, I'm here for the first day, and then people were like, oh yeah, we came on Thursday. I was like, okay.
Yeah, well,
I've missed out some.
in the past, the Thursday was just like a locals thing,
okay.
And again, it's sort of grown, and people taking the 2 days off rather than.
Nice. And a lot of people came for just the day because it was really busy on Thursday.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And normally it just kind of builds up gradually, and then on Friday, most of the people who are arriving have arrived.
Yeah.
And we've been quite fortunate with weather as well.
Yeah.
It's only a bit of rain today, but that's refreshing.
No, I think we need that. No,
we do. We really.
It's just like, oh God, thank you for this shower. Like.
So you say you came to get the kind of the vibe of the place, and how are you finding it?
Good, yeah. There's a lot of like diversity in terms of the music. I was just assuming that it was just gonna be like pure like folk and just sort of.
Yeah, and what is pure folk is the interesting question.
Now, like I seen a band yesterday called Elephant Sessions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they was great. Like literally
amazing, aren't they?
Like it was like a fusion of like trance, a bit of like hip hop, a little bit of pop, drum and bass at some parts, and I was just like funk. I was like, do you know what? I've kind of. Not that I had any issues or anything against like pop. It's just not my genre thing.
Absolutely.
But it's opened up my eyes to seeing like what is actually available to like listen and what I can kind of resonate with.
We were really lucky to talk to Alistair from Elephant Sessions last night, just before they came on, and when he was talking about the kind of various instruments, I remember saying, how many of you in the band? And when he said it's only like 5 of them, and you're like, how do you create that such a wall of sound?
Yeah, it's great.
Like everyone plays about 5 different things at the same time.
It's absolutely mental.
Now getting back to you, I detect a slight lovely accent.
Yeah.
South Wales.
South Wales, yeah.
And explain your music. So you're kind of poetry and music?
Yeah, so I guess I started off doing open mic nights in my local area, and that was just all guitar based. And it started off with covers, and then I started hanging around with like singer-songwriters and that, and then I kind of developed my own kind of style from that. And I guess like I write poetry, but then music kind of then comes and just gives it a hug, and
that's a lovely way of explaining it.
And then something gets created out of it. I would say like my produced stuff is probably a mix of like R&B, hip hop, a bit of soul, spoken words, and like did I say pop?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of just an amalgamation of it all really. So it's hard to kind of genre. If you want to like generalize it, I guess you could say it's urban.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but
I'm intrigued to hear something.
Yeah, as I say, so
Yeah.
what are you going to play first?
Well, I'm going to do an acoustic version of my song called Purpose. And it's written about my fiance, which is on my album Letters to My Queen, which is like dedicated wholly to her. So,
Wonderful.
yeah. Have you got the levels for it? Is it? Cool, lush. So. These days and nights fly by. What I feel like I describe is beyond the surface. With you I find purpose. These days and nights fly by. What I feel like I describe is beyond the surface. She's the response of the love I've always asked for. There's no metaphor deeper than this time warp where we fall. Seconds cease to exist. I'm far from crisp, but yo, excuse me, miss. I wanna catch up with all the kisses I have missed. Feeling love drunk from each taste of her lips. Never resist because I love her to bits. I swear now deep down that it's me she has fixed. Pulling me closer to her and transfixed. Christmas came early, she's top of my list. Life would be empty without her in it. So much to see but don't have to move quick, no. These days and nights fly by. What I feel I can't describe. It's beyond the surface. With you I find purpose. These days and nights fly by. What I feel I can't describe. It's beyond the surface. I'm not UTT, I just treat her sweet. I admire every single line of her symmetry. She's my queen, I'm the worker bee. I make her feel at ease, talking truth, avoiding the uncertainty. There is no doubt that she is the missing piece. It's mad how my heart opened up, she didn't need a key. She is my living dream, for me it's clear to see. Making her my wife is a strong possibility. Formed in the ether as if she were made for me. Safe in my arms, telling me she would never leave. Restoring the strength in my heart. Hanging on the sleeve, cementing the reasons for why we should always be. These days and nights fly by. What I feel I can't describe. It's beyond the surface. With you I find purpose. These days and nights fly by. What I feel I can't describe. It's beyond the surface. With you I find purpose.
That was incredible. Thank you.
Beautiful song.
That was lovely.
Thank you.
So, what was your fiance's reaction when you played?
I was
to
going to
her?
say that.
Well, she liked it.
Oh,
like,
that's good.
She
That's
liked
good.
she
Good.
liked it, but like she's like very like just grounded and down to earth, which is what I need. Like, not that I'm like, oh yeah, this is the greatest song in the world, but like it's nice to have that sort of honest reaction to it.
And you said the whole album's dedicated to
Yeah,
her, so
yeah.
she's got a lot
She's
to
the
take on there.
soundboard. She was the soundboard to it all, really.
Wonderful.
Like every time I like did a song, I'm like, so what do you think? And if she said, yeah, but you, I'm like, right, okay, rewriting that one then.
Move on. Now you were talking earlier. You said about your guitar.
Yeah.
You said it's been through the wars.
It
but
has.
it's your your pride and joy.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's been changed on it?
Okay.
So
How
long you've had it?
So when did I have it? 2017. I bought it in Cardiff. It was in a place called Cranes. It's a Hudson. It's quite unique. It's got like a triangular neck, so it's easy to like wrap your hands around.
Oh, interesting. That's what I can do with.
Yeah. It's the machine heads have been changed like probably like 3 times. Someone dropped it, so it's got a bit of a scar by there.
Oh.
Obviously for
But you like you say,
cameras.
they're kind of battle scars, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, your guitar's got to have lived, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Really? If it's
yeah.
pristine and undamaged, it's not really a proper guitar.
No, yeah.
is it?
Well, the first time I let anybody use it, they scratched along the board of it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
You
guess
have
it's
to
just
kind
how
of,
it's
yeah,
Yes,
grit your
right.
teeth and smile.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit more about what you're going to be doing on stage 2 this afternoon. You said about your produced music.
Yeah.
Is that, so what you going? Is this a sort of different side?
Yeah, this it's so this is like majority of my songs like start off acoustically, and then when I start building them up with my producer, it kind of takes a different kind of route. But fundamentally, the guitar is kind of the kind of basis where the sound comes from. So with my produced stuff, it's more it's just got more layers and textures. Gives it kind of that R&B hip hoppy kind of feel. Until I get like a band behind me, it's gonna be primarily like just backing tracks and just so I can have all the different sounds that go on, because that's, I feel, it's what creates the movement and the feeling and the vibe of it all.
Is that what you're going to have today when you perform on stage?
Yeah, just click of a button. Let's go, let's dance, guys.
Yeah.
So they're a lot cheaper that way.
Yeah.
So would you ultimately like to get a band behind you?
Yeah. Well, I feel as though I've got a an agent, and he said, like, you know, the next kind of step is, like, you know, get a band so you can play on like bigger stages, fill the room, kind of. I
guess you don't have to have them with you all the time, but
Yeah.
for the big
And then
I mean,
in
the studio.
I feel as though I can get away with doing it, but I think just I've been to a few gigs now where just having a good solid band behind you creates such an amazing sort of atmosphere and vibe, like, so.
And it's nice for
Yeah.
you, isn't it, to riff off the other people?
Just,
in
and
the
just
band,
bounce
isn't it?
off,
Yes,
like,
yeah.
So I've kind of been in a band. I was in a duo before. Well, I've been in 2 duos, and it's just nice to have that next person just to harmonise with and just have that little bit of banter on stage.
Yeah, it also kind of, I don't know about you, you're probably confident anyway. You don't
Yeah.
get stage fright, but if there's more than one of you on the stage, it
Yeah.
kind of reduces the kind of the fear of
Yeah.
being in front
Well,
of a huge crowd.
I wouldn't say I don't get stage fright. If there's like a lot of people on that stage today, I probably might have a little bit of a step back and be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. But
Yeah.
I think I just use that energy and use it to
Absolutely.
fuel me and go forward.
Yeah,
And
the adrenaline helps, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It gives an edge to your performance.
And to be fair, like, even if I make mistakes, I'm known to just roll with it and just.
That's
It's part of
you
my,
need
it's
to,
part
don't you?
of it's just.
And
part
you
of
know
my
what? That's what
performance.
live music is about. Someone saying when people don't come to hear perfection, they come
No.
to hear passion, and
Yeah.
that's really what it is
Very
all
true.
about.
Even
isn't it?
Very
even
true.
crack notes, like I welcome them.
Yeah.
Not too many, but
yeah.
I want to be able to actually sound.
Now,
alright.
if people want to find your music, where could we find it?
They can find it on Spotify as The Honest Poet, and on YouTube as The Honest Poet, Instagram The Honest Poet Music, and just The Honest Poet all throughout. Really, I think I'm the only one.
That's a nice,
Really?
that's
The
a
rest
really
are
good.
dishonest. Clearly.
Yeah.
It's a good name to know because it sticks in your mind. It's a nice,
Cool.
easy name.
Thank you. That's
And
good.
have you got any more gigs lined up or any more festivals?
I can't really say. Well,
Okay.
I've got like a secret festival.
Oh.
So it's on the 10th in August of
So
August.
people need to look at
Oops,
your
the secret's
social.
out.
Yeah. So if you know what if any festivals that are happening,
We'll be googling that later.
yeah. And then it's just various little festivals, then little performances and stuff like that.
So what are you going to finish with?
I'm gonna I was gonna start with this, but then I thought just go in with like a nice, positive, happy vibe. But this song is called 1994, and it's basically about being brought up as a mixed race black child. My mum was like sort of looked down upon and kind of wasn't really welcomed. And it just kind of touches on that kind of side. But yeah, it's called 1994. In 1994, it's like they never seen a black kid raised before. And I ain't got no attitude, I just show gratitude for what my mom's been through. And I ain't saying it was easy. And now I'm older, speaking freely. Here's what I've got to say, yeah. 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 There was a time people's words would throw me back, but now I find it funny that they only saw the black. Threatened by my pigment, common sense is what they lack. Not putting two and two together, gave my color for my dad, I think it's mad. They can't let go of the past. Racists keep on fighting, how long will this last? Ain't it sad? I find it sad, yeah. In 1994, it's like they never seen a black kid raised before. And I ain't got no attitude, I just show gratitude for what my mom's been through. And I ain't saying it was easy. And now I'm older, speaking freely is what I've got to say. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is what I've got to say. Yeah, 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 yeah. They didn't understand this young black man. Couldn't comprehend, so they kept looking down on my mother like a stranger from another realm, seeking help from the school, but they just shunned her out. She had to fend for herself, no advice with no one around. Should tell her more that she makes me proud. She's faced a lot and still standing her ground. She's faced a lot and still standing her ground. Yeah, 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 yeah. In 1994, it's like they never seen a black kid raised before. And I ain't got no attitude, I just show gratitude for what my mom's been through. And I ain't saying it was easy. And now I'm older, speaking freely is what I got to say. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is what I've got to say. Yeah, 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 yeah. In 1994.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you very
Powerful
much. Powerful
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really interesting because my son was born in 1994, so I feel that really kind of
Yeah.
really gripped you. That's
Yeah.
really interesting. But thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
Thank
having
you,
me.
Jamie, and The
Pleasure.
Honest Poet, and I look forward to seeing you on stage 2 later.
Les,
Right.
thank you.